Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing What If Deku Was a Player Part 3. It is going to be very short because I got interrupted so many times and I don't really feel like doing a long video today, so let's begin. So let's do the recap. So we last left off, Deku finished training with All Might and Bakuro. So Deku goes and does his mile jog before he goes home, but then suddenly he remembers about the key, about a key, and he never used that key since 6 years ago. He never used the key at all since he got it 6 years ago. So he opens the portal. He opens the portal for the dungeon and goes in the S rank dungeon. And now let's begin. Deku sees fiery demons, a ruined looking city, and Deku looks in front of him and looks at the quest. Collect 10,000 souls, Deku says as he looks at the quest, and then he got he got anxiety because it's gonna take a long time. This is gonna take forever, Deku says as he begins to get out his weapon. His night killer appeared as he jumps up. He jumps at the demon, and he cut the demon down, and it says collected 1 low rank demon soul. That was a low rank demon? If that's a low rank, then the high ranks are gonna be way more powerful, Deku says as he gets up. Deku feels like a slight sting, and when he looks behind him, he's a demon who's clawing at him, with a claw, that stabbed him. Deku coughs out blood. He's that was so difficult. I didn't expect a demon to come out me like that. So then he used a healing potion because he has that stuff. As he drank it, he gulped down on it, and then he healed up. I gotta be more alert. I can't let my guard down around in a dungeon like this. So then since Deku leveled up a little bit, he upgraded his sense more. So now he's able to sense the demons more better. So he dodged the demon. When the demon was doing a surprise attack, and then sorry for the notification, and he cut that demon down, and then the demons couldn't scratch him because Deku was upgraded his senses more, so he's more alert. And then he summoned the shadows, Igneous and Ice Bear, and then they attacked as well, and made a few soldiers, 30 soldiers. And the maximum Deku could use is 50 soldiers because he upgraded his intelligence a lot. So then he punched one of the demons, because one of the demons had a lot of armor. So he punched that demon. Then the demon got destroyed again. Few moments pass. Deku then sighs. This is gonna take forever. How much did I get already? And then he looks down and he's like, wait, what? 5,000? I guess this is going quick because of my soldiers. Then Deku feels a lot of mana go away, a lot of mana draining. What's going on? My soldiers, they're getting destroyed. So then Deku sees the boss. He's the mini boss on the floor, on the floor. So on the first floor, or the fifth floor, sixth floor. I forgot how many floors Deku. Deku did. Sorry for that interruption. I don't really want to cut it now because I forgot how many floors that Deku did. Probably about, I don't know, like 5 or 6 probably. So he makes like the 6th floor dungeon boss, which was the demon who was like destroying all the shadows. Deku was like, this is gonna be a lot of trouble. I guess I'm gonna have to use all my power. Deku says as he begins to use his blood. He used his bloodlust, which like paralyzes the demon for a little bit, but then the demon managed to break out of it using his rage. Why? The demon shouts as he begins to attack they attack Deku. Deku then was like, you forgot. The shadows, the Igneous and the Ice Bear begin to hold the demon down because they're more stronger than Igneous and the Ice Bear from Jinwoo, because Deku been a player for not 8 years, 6 years, and Jinwoo's only been a player for I don't know, 4, 5, 2 years or 3 years, I believe. So yes, that's why I believe that. So then they hold him down. The boss was no problem for Deku. Then Deku uses he charged up his punch and he punched the boss so badly that the boss was destroyed. So he tried to use the shadow on him, and it worked because the reason that the boss didn't work for Jinwoo was because Jinwoo was not as strong as the boss. He used tactics to defeat him, and Deku was stronger than the boss. So yeah, he made the shadow out of him. So he so then Deku begins to get up, and he leveled up, so his health is at 4 now. God, that's over now. Now I have to go home now and rest. So then Deku disperses his shadows, and then he gets out the Heartstone, and then he teleports back to his house. He teleports back near his house because he was jogging near his house was. So then he walked to his house. Izuku, what happened to you? You have scratches and bruises all over your face. And no way, Mom, I'm fine. I was just training super hard. And then Izuku's mom was relieved because she thought that they could got into fights. So anyways, I have to go to bed. Good night. And then Deku goes to sleep. Good night, Izuku. So then the next day, Deku gets up and he goes to the beach because it's summer. All my changes the workout schedule, so they come in the morning to work out all the way to the afternoon, and then they rest, and then they go back and train. So because Deku's more stronger, Bakugo's more stronger, so they have a different workout schedule. So then Almighty was saw how tired Deku was. Young Midoriya, did you sleep well? And then Deku was looking at Almighty. He whispered to Almighty, training in a dungeon, because Deku didn't want Bakugo to hear that, because Almighty wants Bakugo to train by himself. He wants Bakugo to train by himself and hone his skills. He doesn't want Bakugo to follow people and follow Deku and become like second best. He wants Bakugo to become the strongest hero. But All Might knows that's probably not gonna happen. So then All Might was gasping. He's like, "Young Midoriya, you just trained. How are you still full of energy to train more in a dungeon?" So then Bakugo didn't hear the part about like dungeon. He heard the part about training. You trained after our fight, Deku? Deku like smiled. He says, yeah, Bakugo. Too bad I couldn't train with you. And then Bakugo got angry. What? That nerd? That means he was holding back the whole time. If he still had energy to train after a battle. Bakugo's thinking it, and he's like, anyways, let's get onto our training. So then Deku begins to stretch, and he said, yeah, let's do this. And after like it was the afternoon, they were about to go on their break and rest, but then All Might was like, young Midoriya, you care for a sport. And then Deku shake his head, and he said, yeah, I do. And then he gets up, and then Deku's like, and then like Bakugo is like very like excited to see like that All Might's gonna beat Deku, because like he believes that All Might's way stronger than Deku, but it's not true at all. So Deku gets ready. This is gonna be easier if I use my full power and my shadows. So then, as All Might is fighting Deku, Deku dodges all of his attacks because he has he upgraded his agility a lot and his like vitality. So his durability is good and his strength is also good, and his intelligence is like the second best to strength. So then Deku punches All Might in the chest, but like not where like his injury is, because he doesn't want to kill All Might. So he punches All Might. All Might coughs out blood. That was a good punch, young Midoriya. As All Might said that he manages not to go back to his skinny form. Then All Might begins to power up more. Droid smash! And then as All Might says this, he puts his hand out and he punched Deku, but Deku blocked it, so it didn't it reduced the damage. Alright, that punch actually stings a little bit. I guess now I have to get serious. You were not serious the whole time? Nah, I was seeing how strong you were on me, and I got to say, I am impressed. Sorry about that notification, guys. Alright, I got to say, I'm kind of impressed about your power on me. However, and then lightning, he charged up his punch. You're no match for me. So then he punched All Might in the he charged up his punch, and he punched All Might in the jaw, and then he caused him flying. And sorry for that interrupted, guys. I keep getting interrupted for today for some odd reason. So he punched All Might in the jaw, and then sending him flying. Sending him flying all the way to the other side of the beach. All Might then got up, like half of his body's been skinny for, and then almost like, and then almost like very exhausted, and very like uh, panting and stuff. Young Midoriya, you're more stronger than I gave you credit for, but still, I have to show Bakugo what it means to be a symbol of peace. So then he powers up in his punch. So then then Deku's like, I guess I'll fight too. So then he begins to like fight, and then they begin to clash. But then Deku summoned his Shadow. He's like, not Shadow Claw. I'm confusing this with Naruto. Summoned he summoned Igneous, and then Igneous blocked All Might's blow because Igneous is far more stronger than the Igneous in like solo leveling. So then he blocked All Might's hit, which was super powerful. Oh yeah, by the way, there's no one in the beach because it's in the afternoon. The beach is super cold, and the water is super cold in the beach. So people don't go in the beach in the afternoon, and like they go to this beach. So yeah, that's why there's no people. So and it caused a huge, massive like sand tsunami. But Deku managed to like use Deku activated Bloodlust, and it paralyzed All Might for a little bit. And then All Might fell to the ground. He's like unable to battle anymore. That took a while, but I won. All Might, you're pretty good at fight. You're pretty strong, All Might. But you need to work on your defense. You need to work on your defense and your speed. It was easier, super easy to punch you. You need to work on your speed and your defense because you didn't block once in our battle. And then All Might begins to get up, but he stumbled and trips. All Might, Bakugo gets up from the bench, and then he tries to help up All Might. And then Bakugo's like, Deku, you know All Might is not as strong as he used to be, and yet you went full power. Bakugo, no, I didn't. And then Bakugo sneered at Deku. You're even more of a coward than I thought you'd be. Using one of your shadow creatures in a clash? That's even more of a cowardly. That's even more cowardly, Deku. And here I thought you were actually a good person. Wish you're not strong. I even heard you killed the sludge villain. Then Deku was like, I did, in self-defense. Self-defense? You didn't even need to be involved. There were heals there already. And then Deku's like, then I guess you don't want to train with me then, Bakugo. No, I don't. No, get lost, Deku. And like Bakugo is really mad at Deku right now because he already did the All Might. But then All Might they kind of snapped at Bakugo. He's like, Bakugo, watch your tone. Deku's the one who saved you. You should be grateful. And All Might says this, he coughs up blood. And then he kind of faints, and yeah, he gets into the hospital. All Might exited himself too much, and now he only has like a little bit of one floor left. Alright guys, that's where I'm gonna leave it off for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we're almost there to 200 subscribers, and I'm really happy for that. I'm really happy because you guys helped me get to 170 subscribers. So I'm happy that we're almost to the 200 subscribers. And I know that I started like late, like when I was making the YouTube. When I was doing YouTube, I started really late. making YouTube videos, but like, sorry for that, guys. I took 2 week vacation, and I should have been giving you guys awesome content, but I was like super tired. So anyways, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.